You can't tell me it's too expensive. You can only tell me that it's a stupid idea.
No, I'm allowed to be here until the police come.
Ethics just hold me back. You know, like friends who stop me from driving after I drank too much.
Two dumb babies.
I love good NASA slander, man. That's fucking my favorite. With Willie Simon and Eric Freedman.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Dumb Babies. I'm Eric Freedman.
I'm Willie Simon, and this is Two Dumb Babies. Again.
One day we'll figure out a real intro
that's
rehearsed.
Our
That's somehow
our like
rehearsed
byline. Our byline is the title.
Yeah,
We make it simple.
it is somehow rehearsed at this point. Yeah. You have a fun Super Bowl weekend?
Yeah, I went to Barney's Beanery.
Yeah.
It was good,
Is
dude.
there a riot afterwards or anything cool?
No,
No?
I don't think LA.
Boring.
LA isn't really a.
What are you doing, LA? This is why we don't deserve a football team.
Honestly, I bet some parts of LA are like really about LA teams, but like
Yeah.
I was in like West Hollywood. Everyone there's from Ohio. They're all rooting for the Bengals, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone who lives in Hollywood moved from somewhere else. Like there's
Yeah.
very few people who are from LA who live in Hollywood.
True, I guess. It was like Lakers and even Clippers in the recent years. That everyone behind it.
Yeah.
Dodgers have a huge following out here. I mean, Rams just haven't been here that long.
Yeah, the Rams like newer.
We just can't. If you're a diehard LA Rams fan, you're a liar.
or you're like 55 when they were like
Right.
when you remember them the first time they were here.
Yeah. Were they here?
Yeah.
Before? That's right. They were here.
Yeah, they were here for a long time. My
Yeah.
dad was a Rams fan growing up because he's from LA.
They left just like in like the 80s or something, huh?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I do kind of remember them being here.
Yeah.
I remember the Raiders being here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rams did the opposite of what everyone from LA does. They usually you're from St. Louis and you move to LA.
Yeah.
They were from LA, moved to St. Louis. Switched it up.
And then
The
they
Rams.
came running back.
Yeah.
Like, take us back.
They're like, we need money.
Yeah. LA
Turned out not a lot of billionaires in St. Louis. Let's hang out in LA more.
It's expensive. Yeah, sports are expensive to have a good team. Takes a pride of a city and lots of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a but it was good. What'd you do?
I watched some of it here, but yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm always excited to watch an LA team win. I prefer it since that's where I'm living currently.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's probably better for a city, but I don't care.
I was just stoked because it was Matt Stafford, and I remember him losing for the last 11 years with the Lions, and just to see him win something was very I don't know, inspiring.
Yeah.
It was almost like, damn,
It's really
dude, that's
nice of you.
yeah, it's like
Care
fucking
so much about this person, you know?
yeah, exactly. Never met him, never will.
Yeah.
There's a good chance we'll never meet, but
Like I'm
good
into
stuff though. It's good.
I'm into music and whatnot, and I couldn't see like an artist I love finally getting a Grammy and just be like, I'm glad they finally got that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's different with music. You know, just because you don't win Grammys doesn't mean
You're
not like like you're still can be a good artist or a successful artist without winning.
Be a good football player and not win the Super Bowl though.
Yeah, but you can't just get your ass kicked every game.
Team sports, man.
He used to throw like 600 yards, fucking
Yeah.
5 touchdowns, and lose.
See,
and you're
not
like,
his fault.
God, that's fucking awful. Like you want to see him win when you're putting up numbers like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's team sports, so you're relying on other people.
No, I understand.
Still.
I understand the concept
So
of
it doesn't
team
make
sports.
you specifically a loser.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice if this guy was on a team that can win?
Yeah.
And now he is, you know?
Right.
It's more like if you
It's
had
like
like
a good musician in a bad band.
Exactly, yeah. If you like knew a guitar player that fucking ripped and everyone else just sucks, and you're like, man, that guy's got to get out of Detroit.
Really hope he goes to a new band.
But yeah, so that was cool.
That's fun.
Did
Did you bet on it?
No, I did some Super Bowl squares, which I didn't really understand.
Kind of betting.
I didn't really get it, and I put my name in
Square-
some squares, and then
Squares are the
They explained it
overall
later.
score or
yeah,
something?
it's like
The different scores?
yeah, like the numbers have to match up with your square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't win anything.
Yeah, if you get each team's It's like team scores on each side, and if you match the two, then you win.
Yeah.
And they do them like, I've done those a couple times. They'll do them at like halftime and then at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's fun. Gambling makes sports more fun.
Yeah, always.
So many people won lots of money yesterday and lost lots of money. How fun.
I almost won.
2 days ago.
I came this close to winning $500.
Yeah.
If they, well, it wouldn't have happened, but if in the third quarter, when it was 16-20, if fucking the Bengals kicked, and then it was 19-20, or no, the Rams kicked 19-20. If the Rams lost 19-20, I would have won $500.
So not close.
But so not even close. A lot of things would have had to change.
A lot of different stuff.
But there was a chance.
Yeah. There's always a chance. I guess that's true. Once you're getting into the higher numbers and squares, you're like, all right, we're close.
Yeah. Yeah, it was always nice to have stakes in a thing that you really have no stakes in, you know?
Yeah.
Because if the Rams lost, I would have been like, darn. And then I would have gone home and been like, Matt Stafford still can't win Super Bowls. What else is new?
Yeah. Would have had some friends happy because of the Bengals.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care either way.
Yeah. Wouldn't have affected my life that much.
No.
But when I have like $5,000 on it, then you're like, go, Matt. Come on, man.
Go.
Get that. You got to catch those.
I can't go home if you lose.
Yeah.
Those are the bars that are fun. You want to be
fun.
at a bar where people have their livelihoods right
Yeah, where people are breaking down and crying in between quarters.
That's what I
That's a
wanna
good. You got to go to Vegas for those bars. I don't even think they exist out here.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, probably not the bars, but probably some people still
Yeah.
put all their money on something.
Yeah.
I want to see the people who can't go home to their families if the wrong team wins.
Like, hey, we can't go home to our families because my family doesn't have a home anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone. I lost it.
They'll find out soon.
Yeah. It's more like, you guys can't come home to me.
Think anyone actually just bet their house? Seems like such a hard thing to bet.
I feel like it'd be easier to,
Legalities on it.
like, it'd be easier to, like, if I was, a mafia gambler guy, I would just, and I'm using business terms, whack him. I'm using industry terms. You might
You'd
not
whack
understand.
him off.
Yeah, I'd whack him instead of taking his house.
Yeah, you don't
Because,
want
like,
a house?
the legalities of getting the deed through the bank, getting the family out, you're like, Jesus Christ, I'll just whack him.
I mean, a lot. There's. I think there's more legalities about whacking someone.
No, but I mean, I feel like less than getting a house.
Less red tape, at least.
Yeah.
They have to catch you.
There's only one hurdle to get over, and that's getting away with murder.
They're
The other way is
probably
just like matching a mortgage. Like, I don't even know how it works.
finding whoever lives there. I guess if you get it though and flip the house to someone else.
Jeez, then you gotta hire a realtor.
Yeah.
I could have just whacked this guy.
I don't know. I feel like the mob has a realtor, right?
Yeah,
Seems
but I mean,
like someone the mob would have.
It's a lot of extra work. You know what I mean? Just seems like a lot of. I don't know. The mob's never been
Hitman,
lazy.
one person you gotta hire.
Yeah, Hitman, one guy. You know him. He's your friend. He's fucking right
Comes
here.
over for Thanksgiving.
Hey, he's hanging out all the time. Hey, Jimmy the knife. You want to fucking kill old house bet guy? The realtor's sitting there like, you never use me. It's just too much work. Billy the sign.
Sometimes I don't even think this mob's about making money. It's just about whacking people.
Yeah, it's about both.
Can't we do both?
Yeah, it's both things. It's always been both things.
Well, if we're gonna whack him, can we at least sell his house also? We do something.
I'll tell you what, when we whack him and his family has to move out of the city because of grief, we'll put an offer on the place. We'll put down an offer. That's all I can do, Billy.
We're gonna legally buy his house.
We'll legally buy the house.
The bank's bought it back cheap now. It's gonna be a quick sale.
Yeah. The wife's not going to be able to afford it alone. I don't think he had life insurance. If he did have life insurance, we should probably go collect that because he owes us a lot of money.
Now someone died in the house. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
You have to tell people if someone died in the house.
She's always wanted it. She'd talk about moving back to Columbus for a little bit. So trying to get rid of it fast.
Also, is that true? Do you know? Do you have to tell people if someone died in the house?
I don't know. I think that's like if like
They
a
ask?
cop has to tell you if they're a cop.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that's
not
real.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a real thing.
I feel like if I knew somebody died in a house, I'd be like, how are they gonna find out?
Yeah, you're at least not putting it in the listing,
Yeah.
right, for sure. But
Hey,
I feel
I
like
have to let you know I'm a cop.
if someone asks,
The realtor, you're like, what?
like, did
someone died
yeah.
here. I asked if someone died here.
They're like, I'm a cop.
I'm a cop. I told
you. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know, I wouldn't tell anyone if I was selling a house. If I was selling like the biggest murder house in fucking history, I'd be like, no murder. Maybe a dog died somewhere. No murders.
If you're selling the biggest murder house,
Biggest, most famous murder
I think
house.
people know.
Most well known.
I think that's a reason for someone to buy it. At that point,
People are coming in. It's like, no one got murdered here. Well, I don't even want this house.
I mean, this is how big.
No,
why?
wait.
No, I'm kidding. Everyone gets murdered here.
Everyone
You're
got
probably
murdered.
gonna get murdered here after you buy it.
Too late with the silver tongue, Mr. Realtor. Damn it.
I don't know. I can't trust you anymore.
Yeah, I'll kill you. No, empty selling points.
I'll kill you. You buy this house and I'll kill you.
And I'll kill you. That's a
Moment that
promise.
you buy-
That's a promise.
You choose the room.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't want to lie about the tons of murders in a house.
Yeah.
Because that's like probably something that's interesting. One murder, I'd keep it.
Right.
I'd keep it hush hush.
Yeah.
I'd keep it on the low.
Why is this house so cheap? No one seems to want to move in who knows about the house.
Yeah.
Someone die here.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, one person died here. No, 10 people died here. How fun.
Yeah.
Come check out the murder house.
That wall didn't used to be red. We just like kind of it kind of got close, so we just filled in some holes.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote Red Room on it. I did that. I'm just trying to make some commission.
I'm gonna really lean into this being a murder house. Yeah.
I really need this too. I owe a lot of money to the mafia. They're gonna whack me. Yeah. What'd you do? Would you lie?
About it being a murder house?
About
Am
the
I allowed
murders?
to? Absolutely, yeah.
Seems like if there's something wrong with a thing and I can get away with not telling you about it
Yeah.
to make a sale, yeah.
Because I mean,
Right? Especially if it's not like, because it's not like, oh, there was a murder in this house, it's gonna fall down.
yeah.
Like, no, you're just gonna be. It's gonna be
Exactly.
cold at 3 a.m. sometimes.
And you
Like, what's up with that?
Why's
That's
my
weird.
hair standing
Yeah, that's a little weird. Must be a draft.
Is it
I don't
windy
know.
in the house?
Yeah, is it windy? Where's the TV? The static making a face. That's weird, man. I don't like that, but oh well.
Yeah, because with as far as the foundation that falling down, things like that, it's like because you do have an inspector come through and they can't lie. They have to tell you what's actually wrong with the house because if they're wrong,
Yeah.
then there are legal repercussions and things like that. But they can't inspect and be like, it looks like someone was murdered here.
That's that Nathan For You episode where he gets the medium to be the ghost inspector to see if there's a ghost in here.
That's great to go buy a house.
Yeah, but he was trying to prove there were ghosts. I'd be trying to do the opposite. I'd be like, look at this crazy old woman.
To get a
She says no ghosts.
Want to get a discount on the house?
Yeah, I just hire any old woman. Just like, hey, say you're a gypsy, and fucking
Dude,
tell them
gypsies-
there's no ghosts in here.
Gypsies talk to the dead? Is that
I
a
don't
gypsy
know.
thing? I don't think
I
that's
think
a gypsy thing. Maybe.
gypsies are like, what? What are you talking about?
I guess
Just
like
say you're a gypsy.
fortune tellers dress like gypsies at least. I don't know if they are gypsies.
I feel like all gypsies talk to ghosts.
Yeah. Is gypsy
I think
still
that's
like a
real.
slur or something, or is that a proper name for
I think it's a slur.
gypsies?
I'm pretty sure you can't say gypsy.
Oh.
But like only in Europe.
That's like
Who
news
cares?
to me, yeah.
That's like a European slur. Those are fine. Like I'm sure there's a dirty word for Ukrainians too that we don't know. And
Right.
We could totally say. But yeah.
I feel like Gypsy's the one thing that, like, if it is a slur, I don't know what is a slur for.
Yeah, I know, right? For people who live in vans,
Were they?
like, I don't really know.
Were they Prussian or something?
Yeah, something like that, like Romanian, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
like,
is it just we called Romanians?
I don't know.
Because I know Romania like that.
Yeah, that's a real
I don't
country
think
still.
of the same. Yeah,
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. It's old the old country.
Yeah, it's the old country.
It's definitely the old country. That was when you left. You left for a new land with like soup in a bag.
Yeah, exactly. All I have is
Porridge.
and then the most expensive diamond in the village. Yeah. Yeah, just hire. That'd be good, stimulate the gypsy economy. Get out of your vans. Come live in these ghost houses. Or tell people there's no ghosts in the houses and then go live in your vans after.
Yeah. Or
I don't really
people
know what this plan is anymore.
Yeah, I think it's tell people there are ghosts, and then you move into the house for cheap.
Yeah.
Or you just steal the house because you're a gypsy.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what a real gypsy thing to do is? Like, no, it's full of ghosts. Fuck off.
You send your kids.
Shit.
Send your kids over to one of the other houses that the realtor's selling and have them look at that one, and then while they're doing that, you just squat.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, "Hey, you said you tell people there's no ghosts in here," and you're like, "Gypsies don't talk to ghosts, you racist!" And they slam the door at me. I'm like, that's right.
Squatter's laws.
Squatter's laws. What's the rule with squatters' laws? It's 10 years you gotta live at a place.
Is it 10 years? Man,
No,
that's a
it
long
can't be,
time to
yeah.
squat somewhere.
I know.
You do deserve
seemed
that
like a
place.
lot.
If you manage to squat in like a house or something for 10 years without anyone coming to get you,
Yeah, that's
you earned it.
That's your land.
Yeah, that is your land.
I think that's how America got started.
That's
I'm like, we've been here long enough. We're gonna start expanding and doing shit.
I think it's only a few years out here. I think there's like even just a few months once you're in a place you can't like get just completely kicked out right away.
Really?
But I'm not sure.
It's really that fast? It's only a couple months?
I'm basing this off very little.
It's either 3 months or 10 years.
Yeah. Somewhere in that.
One or the other.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in that range.
I mean, I think in under 10 years, you're common law married if you just live with someone. I think it's like 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm claiming squatters' rights on my wife.
Yeah. I claim this lady who's been living with me. I don't even know what
I've been here long enough. I'm her husband.
I don't even know what common law married means.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So
yeah, what's common? Isn't that all laws or common laws?
No, these are uncommon. These are rare laws.
Yeah,
The rarest of the land.
these are rare laws. I'm rare law married. It's where I kidnapped her. And for some reason it worked. It's a weird, rare law.
Shotgun weddings. Rare laws. It's still somehow a law. Rare laws are the ones that were in there like hundreds of years ago and just forgotten about.
Yeah, exactly. You can buy someone's wife with 200 stones? That's rare law married right there, dude. I think you're kind of screwed.
No. It
You
says
should really get that out of the rule book.
It says you can stone someone's wife with 200 stones. How old is this law?
That's like the you can't eat porridge on Sundays in like
Oh,
Pennsylvania
yeah.
kind of stuff, That's a rare law.
Yeah.
That's one of those.
There's one I had a history class where the teacher had like a bunch of those weird laws that were still in place. There was one where you could I think beat your spouse with as long as it was under a 1-inch belt.
That's a 1 inch? How does that even work? You're just punching your spouse. That's not enough. You're just hitting him.
I mean, also it's just like someone gonna come measure your belt.
Yeah.
All right, that was a 1.5-inch belt. You're going to jail,
Yeah.
sir.
Come with us. You call the cops. Like, he's been hitting me with a belt. You're like, well, how big?
Well, how big is this? How wide
This is under an inch, officer.
Was it a girthy belt? Also, like with switches and stuff, the thin ones hurt the most. Those ones whip you.
Yeah, but like under an inch? An inch is like this much. Like you're just punching someone at that point. Like wham, wham.
I mean, you still have the length of the belt.
Oh, you mean like the
1 inch wide.
Oh, I was like, what, what are you talking about?
Belt for a mouse or
I have no idea what the hell.
Not in length.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Width of a belt.
That's still a law?
It was at least in this is like late 90s, early 2000s. I forget which history class. It was middle school or high school, but yeah, it had a bunch of the random laws that were still in place in various cities and states.
Wild.
There's some crazy ones. There was one that was like you can't use like something like ray guns or laser guns or something like something that's not even real at the time. Like just
in case.
Like, what? Yeah.
Just in case, no
Forward
laser
thinkers.
guns. It's like
Head of the
you saw
times.
Star Wars. And we're like, we gotta ban this for sure. Dude.
Whoa,
Holy
guns are
shit.
fine, but we don't want these
Yeah.
coming into
You
school.
see that Death Star thing? That was terrifying.
No Death Starring people.
What were those sword things?
Yeah, I wish if Tony were here, I'd have him look up more of these stupid laws. But
Yeah, right.
There's tons still around.
Yeah.
Those are what I would call rare laws.
Yeah. Those are epic laws. That's those purple ones.
Yeah. Those are that's gotta be someone's like bucket list. Go like do those
go break all those laws?
Go break all those laws. Not even break them. Go do the minimum of those. Or yeah, maybe go break them. That'd be fun.
I'd go break them. I'd beat my wife with a 2-inch thick belt.
She's like, why are we
This is a dark one. We gotta do all the laws, baby. I told you. After that, I'm gonna go take 3 more wives in Utah.
Yeah.
This is only fun for me.
Why are we in Alton, Pennsylvania? Like, no reason.
Yeah, shut up.
Why'd you bring your thickest belt?
Where'd you even get a 2-inch thick belt?
It don't even fit in
It
belt.
was really hard to find. It's so thick.
Yeah. It was back when pants did have, I think, the bigger belt loops at that time.
Yeah.
I feel like
Honestly,
they've gotten
though,
smaller.
Every belt is under an inch.
Now, yeah.
So that's a pretty messed up law to keep.
It's not
on.
a new...
Oh, is
yeah.
it still... Like, belts were thicker at one point?
I guess. I don't know. I think so. I feel like old suit pants and stuff were like really big belt loops.
Just huge blocks of leather?
Yeah.
I feel like leather was
Why not?
scarce at this point. You'd want it thin
Yeah, maybe.
to save... I feel like now we can make
Maybe
them thicker.
that's what brought the smaller
Now let's
belt
get some
loops.
thick belts.
Yeah.
Now
Like,
that we
what are we doing? We got to fill up this whole belt loop.
Yeah. I think we do. We do thick belt loops because we have all surplus leather.
Yeah.
Let's
I-
use it.
I want to know when that law got made. 'Cause someone's like, my wife keeps complaining that you're hitting her with a belt, and it's like, it's just the size of the belt. I'll take it down a notch.
Yeah. That was definitely
Being
a
a
cop
law.
beating his wife who got to make the laws. No. Law says under an inch. She's like, all belts are under an inch.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I wrote that. Man, it's nice to be the sheriff of Alton, Pennsylvania.
There's good being in charge of all laws around here. Crazy. That's why I still think, I've mentioned this before, I think on the podcast, but I think we need to start over on laws. We need to just like build from the ground up
Yeah.
so that stuff like that just doesn't exist anymore.
Well, what do we do about like the day one of no laws?
See, I don't think we do that. We do a transition time. We go, hey, we need to figure out as the people in charge of the laws, we need to figure out the ones we need. They make those and they go, okay, now. And so day one is just, these are the laws that are in place now. All this other stuff goes away. All those fucking drug charge law things that are now old and fucking don't work and are all over the place, gone. We start with a new one, whatever it's going to be. That's what I think it is.
No, that's very insightful and actually a good way to maybe restructure, a corrupt system. But
Yeah.
also, what do you think about this? Day one, no laws.
We see
Day one, we start just cutting stuff. Day 2, then we see, what laws we really need.
I mean,
Like desperately, like no murder. All right, we were wrong to repeal that one.
the House and
The stealing thing, that's okay. I get why we had that.
the House and Senate are going to be voting very quickly and not filibustering shit.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be
we
like,
need to pass laws quick.
yeah, let's get this done.
What do you mean they can murder us?
Yeah, no murdering senators. Yeah, there we go.
That'll be the first thing to come out.
Phew. All
What
right.
about no murdering at all? They're like, yeah, but we had to get that out of the way first.
Yeah. Now we're at recess. Shit.
No murdering anyone. You're like, anyone? I don't know. What if there's like a good reason? Or like, filibuster. Like, oh man. How have we gotten stuck on murder? We don't even know how to do this one. Gotta figure out the standard laws again.
Yeah, we do no filibustering. First new law.
Yeah. Even in like ancient times, in like all the old times of like philosophers and shit, when all that stuff started and laws became a thing, they had common laws places of like no murder, no stealing, and like shit like that, where
that was
you
common law.
Like,
that's like common law marriage.
Common
That's where that came from. No
Don't
murder,
steal
no
my
stealing, and if you're hanging around a girl for like 10 years, you're married.
whether or not you want to.
Those are the 3 common
stupid
laws.
at this point. The hell are you doing with your life?
And squatters' rights. We're also doing squatters' rights.
Kind of a mix of all of that.
Because I'm a philosopher and I don't have a lot of money. I can't imagine philosophers had a lot of money.
Yeah. Probably not. I think they had to hope for donations.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
They were original
bet they're-
buskers. They just talk at a like town square and
I bet they're more like celebrities. I bet they made a lot of money because of the donation stuff. But that was like where you had what were the people who Socrates didn't like? The fake philosophers. What were they called? The philanderers.
the Flanders.
No.
Yeah.
That's not it. What is it called? The demagogues. That's what it is.
Oh, people who were trying to make themselves. They weren't philosophizing, but they were trying to make themselves gods and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. That's who he didn't like.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
And isn't he the one who slept with little boys?
I think they all did.
Good
I
old,
think it was
old
one
Greece.
pedophile telling, "Hey, that pedophile's doing some other bad stuff, but we're all doing pedophilia." Just to let everyone know.
Hey, it's not a law yet.
That's not what we're done.
It's just gross.
Yeah, common law, no murder, no stealing. What about no pedophilia?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No.
When did philosophers make the transition into being comedians? It was right around the time that became a law.
Yeah, exactly.
They went to the church.
Yeah, that's how philosophers are like comedians because they also want to fuck 14-year-olds.
How the Catholic Church got started. It's a law now. Well, guess what? Catholic Church, no laws.
Yeah.
God's law.
Yeah. Now you're God law married.
Which is real.
No more
marriage.
common law. That's real married.
So confusing now. Not married unless you're married in the eyes of the Lord. So am I married or?
Yeah. Yeah. I only want a Catholic gay wedding. Like I'm only gay married in the eyes of the Lord. You think anyone says that?
Not
Hey, we're
legally
only gay married in the eyes of God. Or that's the only way we can really be gay married.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you know Catholicism.
State may not see sexuality, but God does.
Yeah.
State's like, love is love.
Yeah.
God's like, no, you're gay.
Yeah.
Gay married.
Well, all right. That's it. There's long enough silence. I don't really know what to do. This was fun. Thank you for listening. We got a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/2dumbbabies for more episodes.
Yeah. We're not doing them as
some
regularly,
content.
but we're doing them somewhat regularly, and there's also a ton backlog now.
Yeah.
At least like 50 or 60, I think.
Yeah, so there's a ton more of these. If you like the episode, check out on Patreon. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at 2dumbbabies with the like
Number.
in the no, not the number.
Oh, it's not the number.
It's TWO
I should
dumb
know.
babies.
If you search either, it'll pull up.
Yeah, no matter what, it'll come up.
Yeah, we're doing lots of clips there. Clips every week from the podcasts that are fun and nice and shareable. If you're not sharing the full podcast, which you could share the full podcast too, but
Yeah.
it's easy. It's harder.
Yeah. Yeah, the clips are a lot more digestible. You know, just good clip fun.
We're at our best. There's no silence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's edited for posterity. It's good. Yeah, we got tour dates coming up. Just check out the websites.
Yeah.
Just check out our fucking websites for tour dates.
Instagram's a good spot for that too. We'll post things
Yeah.
constantly. Things are so last minute right now.
For real. But yeah, well, thank you guys for listening. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the Two Dumb Babies podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/twodumbbabies, where you can get every episode for just $1 a month. Pretty good.